a little motivation for you. A little motivation for you.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tips Tuesdays live rehashed. Happy Tuesday. Hope that you have had a great start to your week. I'm so excited for tonight's episode. Man, y'all, with season 6, it only gets better and better and better and better each episode. And tonight we're bringing back one of our guests from previous episodes. So we're going to welcome Miss Candice Rouson to the show. Everybody, welcome her to the show. Let me turn on my phone. There we go.
Yes. Good evening. Good evening. It's always a pleasure to be here. Literally, always a pleasure.
Yes, yes. So we are going to get started. First, I want to say, how was your day today?
Today was good, very long, but good. Yes. How was your day?
It was long too.
Yeah.
So probably not for the same reason yours was, but it was long. I think this time change is it's getting to me, but
Yeah.
in a good and a bad way. Like I can feel the time change, but at the same time, I was up a little earlier this morning, so that's good. So
Yes.
maybe I can stick with that. Maybe.
I'm enjoying it. I like it. I enjoy that extra hour. I'm okay with shorter days. Although I love the summer, I'm not ready for winter, but I'm okay with the
Right,
sun rising a little earlier, setting a little earlier.
right.
I'm just fine with it.
Like I'm with the fall weather,
Yeah.
but we all know how this fall does. It teases us for a little bit, then it's gonna be a straight winter.
Yes, and it'll
So I'm
be
not looking
hot.
forward to that.
Yes,
Yeah,
then cold.
yeah.
But I love this season though because you can wear whatever. Like I have on a big sweater right now and I was fine with it today. You can wear your boots, you can wear short sleeves, you can still wear your skirts. So I love this type of weather for, dressing because you can literally wear whatever you want.
There you go. There you go. So, like I said to everybody else, I hope that y'all are having a great week so far. Y'all know how we get down on Tuesdays. We live for Tuesdays for that inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. So, for anybody that is just tuning in for the first time, this is a spinoff from my audio podcast, Tips Tuesdays. Why did I name it that? Because it is a tongue twister, but it's pretty catchy. Tips Tuesdays. So this is a spinoff where I bring in my special guests and we rehash topics on the audio podcast, or we just this season we just been coming up with topics. It's been wonderful. Like I said, we are on season 6. This season lasts until December, so you have from now until the end of December to catch you some more new episodes. If you have not seen some of the episodes, feel free go on Facebook or YouTube and hit that play button because they are there for you to watch. Okay. So at this time right now, I want to give y'all the opportunity to hit that share button. Share. Again, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So go hit that share button. I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds. And I'm gonna share it myself a few times.
Yeah, let me share it again.
Share. Let me see if I go to the right thing. There we go. But as I stated, Miss Candice has been on the show before. So it's gonna be really fun tonight. I think the last show we really had fun catching up and talking about the good old days. It was just really a good episode. We might talk about some of them good old times again tonight. You never know what we're gonna come up with.
Yes.
So, all right. So while y'all are sharing the episode, we're gonna get into our announcements because that has become one of the pivotal parts of the show is doing my announcements. And it has gotten a little long, y'all, but that's a good thing. That means that we've been doing some things this year. Once again, if you have any announcements, anything going on in life, please let me know. Feel free to reach out, hit me up in my inbox. We can work some things out, and your announcements, your advertisements can be included in on the podcast. So here we go with our announcements. Here we go. Announcement time. It's announcement time.
It's time for those announcements.
Announcement time. It's announcement time.
It's time for those announcements.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for that song now. All right, so for those announcements. Okay, so as I've been saying every show, go and stream everything Tiffany. I have new music on there. My latest EP, Same Old Praise, is on there. If you like some R&B, hip hop, some of everything is on there. You got some inspirational, all of that is on there. So go and check out everything Tiffany on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Follow, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff, you know?
Make me more like you. Make me more like you. I don't wanna sing just a pretty song. Everything I do for you, I wanna please you, Lord. Show me how to be more like you, talk like you, Lord. And show me how to love young people so unconditional. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, love like you. Lord, I just wanna be like you. Walk like you, talk like you, love like you. Lord, I just wanna be like you.
All right, y'all go check it out. Check it out. Um, check it out. I know y'all probably getting tired of it, but guess what? I don't care. You know, I was thinking I'm gonna keep that for later on. But y'all just remind me that I'm talking about how often you hear a song that's very repetitive. You know what I mean? So just remind me. We're gonna talk about hearing something over and over and over. All right. Y'all go and share the podcast. Go subscribe, like, and follow YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, anything that you stream podcasts on. Check out Tips Tuesdays every Tuesday. I don't know why I was about to say Wednesday. Every Tuesday, a new episode releases. Get your inspiration, motivation, encouragement. All right. So go and subscribe to the podcast. Also, I've got my new adventure this year with the Riff and Rev podcast. I'm sure Mr. Rev might be in here in the comments already. But y'all go and check out Riff and Rev. Go like that page on Facebook. See the different things that we got going on. I'm Riff.
And I'm Rev.
And this is the Riff and Rev Show. And Rev. And All right, so check out Riff and Red. Riff and Red, we've been on the move this year, and for those of y'all following, we had a concert in April where we introduced the TNT duo, which last week we had the other half of TNT, Miss Tange, and I'm the other half, Tiffany. But we had our first concert in April of this year, and we were so excited. We decided we coming back for more. So if you are doing nothing on November 16th, put it on your calendar. We'll be here in Conway at Restoration House of Praise. 6:30 p.m. We'll have vendors for this event. So it's not just music. It is supporting other businesses and things like that. So y'all come out. This is a Riff and Rev production TNT event. Also, that day before, y'all check out our lives. We'll be live with a interview with the God's Recording Podcast. So y'all check out our pages when we go live. Jump in them comments and support. Last but not least, check out Tiph Promotions. If you need anything such as like a new business card design, banner design, maybe you just need some content that needs to be created. You don't have time to design it, and you just need to be able to go and just print it off. Hit me up. Taking the busy out of your business. That's my slogan, and that's what I'm going with. So hit up Tiff Promotions. All right. There we go. There we go. And that is your announcements for tonight. You got anything you want to add to those?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I don't have anything.
okay. Well, remember when you do, reach out, reach out. We'll spread the word for
Absolutely.
sure. Definitely. Okay, so now that let me go over here. Check out Riff from Red. Okay, Riff from Red, I love it. Hello. Hey, everybody. Kids going to grands. Okay. All right. Remember, y'all stay in those comments. I like to see the interaction in the comments. So I will be checking the comments throughout well, I ain't going to say it throughout the evening, throughout the hour. Oh, man. Okay. So we are going to get to our quote of the night. Excuse me, y'all. Our quote of the night is a very simple but powerful quote. It is nothing works unless you do. Nothing works unless you do. And this is a Maya Angelou quote. And I think that this quote can resonate with everyone. You can take it into whatever perspective you want to take it into, but nothing works unless you do. And we can go as far as to say, we've said that in the Bible it says faith without works is dead.
Yep.
Enough said.
Yep.
You can plan all day, but until you get up and do something about it, it's just gonna be a plan, you know. So
Absolutely.
for anybody out there, if you've been looking for a sign, this is your sign. You got to get up and do something and make it happen, okay? All right. So, what you think about that quote?
I love it. And literally, like you said, the Bible verse came to my mind first, faith without works is dead. But also your dreams don't work unless you do. And that's one of the quotes that
Mm-hmm.
I live by. So I mean, essentially it's the same thing that nothing works unless you do. So you
Unless
have to
you
put the
do.
work in. Literally, when you think about the greats, anyone that's great at their craft, they work at it. They work at it. I don't know if you watched that documentary, the Starting Five on Netflix.
Mm-mm, I haven't seen it.
LeBron James, Jason Tatum, and Edwards is like all these great NBA players. But one of the common things, Jimmy Butler's on there too, that they talk about the work that they put in. And you think about the names that I just said and all of these, especially LeBron James, and he talks about
Hmm.
games, how he goes in, put the work in, and he alludes a lot to Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, like the greats, those that we consider great.
Yeah.
Literally, being good at your craft takes work. So I love that. I love it.
Yes. Yes. So, I figured that was a quote off top, because I tell everybody I go through my quotes. I'll Google something in and I'll just be going through and I'm like, okay, which one of these resonate with me today
Yeah,
in that moment. But yes, nothing works unless you do.
man, that's
So
real.
get to it, y'all. Get to it, y'all.
Yeah,
Whatever it is, get to it. All right. So, okay, we're gonna get into our topics tonight. And I'm excited. See, I know the topics tonight, but Candice doesn't know
I
the
know.
topics.
I'm just excited.
we we've been doing season 6 a little differently because whenever I took my break, I didn't have as many topics anymore. So I've been, just either coming up with random topics or people have been pitching in topics, which if y'all are in the comments, if you think of any topics, put in topic and then whatever the topic is so I can come back in your comments and see them, okay? Closed mouths don't get fed. Gotta put in the work to reach your goals. Yes,
You have
ma'am.
to.
Stay in
Yeah.
the comments. Stay in the comments. Stay on in now. All right. So, first topic tonight is going to be goals.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I'm gonna let you go first. You can take it however you want to, as far as inspiration or just encouragement, words of encouragement, or you may be in your own personal journey that you might want to share with us. However you want to do it.
Yeah. Well, I think the quote, of course, goes directly with goals because if you don't do the work, you cannot achieve the goals. I know for me personally, I think it was like 3 years ago, I set these really elaborate goals, very detailed, and that's one of the things that drives me. Is really setting the goals, knocking them out. But one of the things that I've learned about goals, of course, you have to put the work in, but being realistic about the goal that you put before yourself. That's every day. So for me, I look at my planner, I set my mini goals in order to achieve the ultimate goal. I don't even want to say ultimate because as I get older, and I hit these milestones that, have been dreams of mine, it's like, okay, God, what's next? It's like I have this goal, I'm here. So it's like, what's next? But what I've learned is that it's always going to be the next goal. But being very intentional about those smaller goals in order to reach that larger goal is what's really important. So if I say, one of my big goals was to get into law school. And it was the little work that I had to do, that I didn't necessarily like. And sometimes,
Mhm.
in order to achieve the goal that we want, we have to push ourselves to those things that we don't necessarily like doing. And one of the things that I've learned on the journey and how wonderful God is that He is always preparing us. Um, and it's best for us to maximize that journey. So on the road to the goal, everything might not go as planned, everything might not go how we would like it, but our perspective and how we view that, it can be to our benefit. So what I found in my season of on that road is that all things truly work together for the good of those who love God. So if something didn't happen in my timing, it's just like, okay, God, I got to a place where it's just like, listen, God knows. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like his word says, he knows the plans for our lives, and all he asks us to do is trust him. So, in setting goals, putting God at the center has worked for me. His word, one of my favorite scriptures is Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom, and everything else, I'm paraphrasing, everything else will fall into place.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get to that place to where it's just like, okay, it might not go my way, you know, I'm gonna make this goal, I'm gonna set it, I'm gonna make my mini goals, and if it doesn't work, God, I know you still got me, because you never failed. You've got me here. But I've always, for me personally, been driven off of the goals. But sometimes along
Mm-hmm.
that journey, you know, you pick up so many things that are going to be beneficial to where you're trying to go. So I guess for me, it was, I couldn't get so stuck on I want to make it to the goal, but let me enjoy the journey getting, getting there. And I've acquired some additional skills, some different things that I needed in this space. So if I was solely focused on the goal, then I wouldn't have, picked up other skills and other things that are necessary for this space.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Girl, you said a whole lot. You
I
said a
know.
whole
And
lot.
because I love this place, but I really think being realistic about it, one of the
Yes.
things that I have to do every day is like, Candice, do you really have time for all that? Like, I could write these elaborate things out in the morning, and then for me, like in my planner, I do check marks for that self gratification. Like, okay, I at least got 5 of the 10 things done. You know what I'm saying? And that makes me feel better about going into my next day. But one of the things, especially in this season, is being realistic about the time that I have and trying to truly maximize that time. I have to bind the spirit of procrastination every day, because
Girl.
it's so easy to to get sidetracked and to get off track. But if you're truly wanting to accomplish something, whatever it is, you have to be focused and driven to truly maximize your time, do those things that are going to help you, maximize everything in your day to achieve and accomplish your goals.
Yes, yes. I'm telling you, you didn't say the mouthful. I've been saying, in which if you are a I can't say it. I'm just say TTT listener, you know that she didn't hit on at least 6 topics
Yeah.
from the episodes. Realistic and obtainable. Um, Reevaluate and reassess. All of those. I'm always preaching that
Literally.
that sometimes we make these unrealistic and unobtainable goals. Like,
Yeah.
um if you would just be realistic, say at the beginning of the week, hey, I want to knock out this, instead of trying to crunch all that into one day, because that's what we do. Because we
Oh,
like to,
Lord.
if I can get it all done at the beginning of the week, then I just
Yeah.
got the rest of the week. When we can just knock out one thing every day,
Yeah.
and then by the end of the week, guess what? You got it done. So I guess this subject will forever come up until
Yeah.
we're always perfecting, reaching for perfection and things like that. And that's just within the personal goals and ambitions that we may have for ourselves, or whether it be financial, personal, physically, health wise, any of that. We're always constantly reaching and trying to be better at something, or just
Right.
complete something. Um, like the last, probably all this year, I've been saying I'm gonna get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
6 o'clock in the morning come, hit this snooze.
Oh, yeah. Oh, girl, snooze is not my friend. I get it.
And I'm like, I don't know why this is such. It's the hardest thing in the world for me to do. When 6 o'clock comes, I'm just like, oh no, let me get another hour. Let me get another hour.
Yeah. Sleep
You
is sweet.
know,
Yeah. It's
girl,
good.
girl, and that seems like when it's really getting good is right before six
Oh,
o'clock.
yeah.
So, but you might be like me, still struggling with them goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But keep trying. I mean, because it's the reason why I'm trying to get my mindset together early instead of like just waking up and going to
Right.
work. And I'm all frustrated and I'm all mad because like I gotta work, stuff like that. So I'm trying to like get up at 6 o'clock, get up, do whatever I need to do
Yeah.
to, wake up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, if you got those goals, make them realistic,
Yeah.
make them obtainable. I went through a class. I forgot what the name of it was called Getting Ahead. It's a
Mm.
program that they offer there in Hot Springs. And me and my husband, we went through it in our separate classes or whatever. But one of the things that they taught you was about uh, what was it? It was like, okay, so you make the goal realistic. You ask yourself, is this realistic? Is this
Right.
obtainable? What is the time frame that I can get this done in? Like you said, we make these large goals and then we just
Yes.
like overwhelm ourselves because we're just looking at, okay, this big picture right here. I'm trying to do this. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, let's figure out the small things and let's knock those small things out. And then eventually, once we start knocking those small things out, then it's going to chip away at the bigger
Right.
goal, and then we can get to those bigger goals. So, for whoever that is that need that, take that nugget with you. 5 alarms set. I'm done.
That's how I
Caitlin
am.
in the comments.
Yeah.
Five
Caitlin,
alarms set.
oh girl, mine is horrible. If I showed you how mine is, I think I had four set, because my goal is to get up at 4. And I've been doing better. I've been doing better. I'll get up at almost 5 because, like you said, I don't like going right into my day. I don't like immediately waking up my children, or you know what I'm saying, and them going. I like to have a little time, drink some coffee, and I listen to my Bible, and I have a little praise and worship, and just do my own thing, before it's like before it's go
You and
time. So
everybody.
yes, and that's I think, and it's so peaceful, and it's quiet. Just in the mornings, my household is, yeah, we have a lot of noise a lot of the time. So just to get up in the mornings and it just be literally chill, like, to me that's necessary. Like, it kind of sets the tone for your day. You know what I'm saying? Just
Hmm.
having that time to yourself, especially as women, because I mean, we just automatically have so much on our plates. Not that
Hmm.
men don't, but there's so much to do, in a day, and just to kind of have that time. I love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on mine, y'all. Y'all gonna hear me on the
Yeah, me
episode, and
too.
I'm be like, I got it. I got it.
6 o'clock. Yes. Well,
Yes.
I believe in
Yes.
you. I believe in you. And then
Yes.
you were talking too. I thought about another aspect about goals. I think also in the culture that we live in, like staying in your lane, like staying in our own lane, like not looking at what the next person is doing or whatever the case might be, but legit focusing on our own capabilities and the things that we really want to do. There's so many commonalities that you see across our nation that everybody wants to achieve, but it's like, if you don't want to do that, then you don't do that. And I
Hmm.
automatically think about going to some type of schooling, like that's the big thing. And I always tell, I worked in advising for a number of years, and I would always tell students, if it's not for you, it's not for you. If you're not in it and you're not, you don't feel like you're going to be successful doing it, your heart's not in it, this might not be the time for you to do it. But not
Hmm.
looking at what everybody else is doing. What is it
Right.
that you want to do? What is it that you want to accomplish? Not your parents, not your spouse, not your friends, but what is it that you want to do? And you know what I'm saying? To feel the most fulfilling in life. So,
Yes, yes. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be doing it. You know what I mean?
right.
So you got to go
Yes.
in it for yourself and not nobody else. You got to be doing it because that's what you want to do, not because you're trying to be competitive with somebody else. I
Right.
seen Daniel over there doing it, so now I want to do it, and it's
Right.
like, but that might not even be the thing for you to do. I don't know why
Absolutely.
Daniel came to my head, but that's the name that popped in my
Hey. Right.
that's the name that popped in my head. Uh, but yes, that is so true. That
Yeah.
was actually one of my episodes, comparisons. A lot of people, um, either they're trying to do something because others are doing it, or they don't do things because others are doing things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Well, I wanna sell shoes, but such and such over here, he's selling shoes,
Everybody's selling shoes.
and
Everybody. Yeah.
everybody goes over here to him. So maybe I won't sell
Yeah.
shoes. You can't make your decisions of things in life that you want to do based off of other people. You have to be doing it
Absolutely.
for yourself and yourself
Yeah.
only. Yeah,
Absolutely. And
definitely
then what's
agree.
for you, yeah, what's for you is for you. It don't matter who's doing what. You think about how many people have clothing lines, shoes, all these different things, but hey, it's enough for everybody. That's how I always think about it.
Yeah,
Just
that
because, what I'm saying, it's 10 people over here doing it. So what?
right. Still do it, but do it for you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so look, that's the starter, the starter. So this gonna be, and I think this one's gonna go hand in hand with these goals. And this is one thing that I'm working on: discipline and consistency.
Oh
And
yeah.
I say discipline and consistency because I think people mesh the two words together. And I say that because, like, consistency is one thing that I'm working on. But what I found is until I become disciplined, the
Whew.
consistency is not going to come in place.
Oh yeah.
So this why I be telling myself every day. I'm like,
Yeah, they
you
go
gotta
hand
get
in
some
hand.
discipline.
Yes. Because when you become disciplined, then you can be consistent. And that's
Hmm.
literally, it ties back to goals. You know what I'm saying? If it
Hmm.
is a goal that you want to knock out, I know. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay,
see.
you are. Just making sure. Like, girl, I'm trying to work out
Mm.
consistently, but I have not been disciplined. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? To do it. So I will be going strong for 6 days and I'm feeling good, and then I'll allow not having enough time, or
Mhm.
I want to sleep a little longer, or whatever the case
Girl.
might be. But it's like, if I desire to reach that goal that I want for myself physically, then I got to be disciplined to get up, or even if I don't get up early, to do it at night. And then the consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
those two go hand in hand when you think about goals and setting the goals. Because, girl, we can set goals all day. But if we ain't going to be
Exactly.
disciplined to,
Mm.
what I'm saying, actually put the steps in place and then be consistent with it, then we're just talking. Literally.
Exactly. And that goes back to what we said at the beginning. With you got to do it. So
You have to.
even with the consistency, like you have to be disciplined to be consistent. You can't have
Yeah.
one without the other. You know.
Yes, that go with eating healthy. Like,
Girl.
literally anything. Like, you have to have those two. Those are twins. Like, you have to be
Mhm.
disciplined and consistent. In every facet of achieving whatever goal it might be. So that's good. Oh,
Yes.
girl.
Yeah, so y'all pray for me on my discipline and consistency, cause
Yes.
but you know what? We focus on the things that we're not disciplined and consistent on, but I say to acknowledge the things that you are consistent with also, because
Yeah.
we do not want to bash ourselves. And I noticed this.
Right.
I was talking to a friend, and I was like, man, I don't feel like I have this consistency down. And she was like, girl, what do you mean? You doing this, you doing that, you consistently
Yeah.
do this, you consistently put out your episodes, you do this, you do this. She just went with a whole list. I was like, Well,
Yeah.
I guess I am consistent in some things, So don't be so focused on the one thing that you're not consistent in that you don't give yourself some kind of acknowledgement for the things that you are doing. Give
Yeah.
yourself grace. Because we're not gonna, as I said a few minutes ago, we're not gonna be perfect in every area
Right.
of our lives. But
Yeah.
we can show try, you know.
Yeah.
We can try to eat better. We can
Right.
try to exercise a little more. Y'all know if y'all follow me, y'all know I'll be trying. I'll
Yeah.
start something, be gung ho about it, and then just fall off.
Yeah. Almost
But
like there's human
we
nature. Lord.
trying, you know what I mean? We
Yeah.
keep trying, keep pushing, keep
Yeah.
going. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Eventually, the discipline and consistency is gonna come. Like I ain't even
Absolutely.
gonna say. I'm not even just gonna say we're working out. My thing right now that I'm working on is being consistent with some form of, not that I don't read my Bible, not that I don't pray, but more of an intentional. This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
set aside this time for reading my Bible. I'm gonna set aside some time to pray. That's what I'm working on in my personal goals to get to. So it could be in anything,
Any
not just
area.
working out, not just eating, anything that you put your mind to that you want to, perfect in your life for you.
Yeah. Right.
Because my goals might not be Candace's goals. Candace's goals
Right.
might not be mine. You know, you might got the working out down.
Girl.
You like, no.
I wish. When I say I wish, I'm yet trying. People say that grown woman weight when stuff starts slowing down, and it's just like, how did I, like, where this weight come from? And I think it's women,
Yeah.
like, it just happens. So, girl, yeah, I'm like, I need to
Yeah.
have that discipline, that consistency to do it. Because in my mind, like, I'll see stuff and I'm like, I can do that. Like, that's
Yeah.
nothing. But
Right.
then I'll, yeah, not do it. So, yes. So, this is definitely motivation to be
Mm-hmm.
disciplined and consistent in order to achieve the goal. It's almost like, how we say you reap what you sow. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the same thing with making goals. Like, if you're putting in that work, you're doing all the good stuff, you're going to reap something. You'll reap those benefits of what you're putting
Yeah.
in. So
Yeah.
I mean, that that's what it is. If you want to see the result, like we said
Right.
from jump, you got to do the work. You
You
have
gotta
to.
do the work. You gotta do the
Yeah.
work. So just know if you do the opposite of your goals, there's still gonna be some reaping from that too.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's either way, you gonna get some result.
I
It might not be the
mean,
one you want, but you gonna get
you know,
some.
you keep
Yeah.
on eating like you eating, what they say now, big bag, big bag.
Oh my gosh, my children. That's all they say. Big bag, big bag. Lord, yes,
So whether it be good, whether it be bad, you're gonna reap what you sow,
yeah,
physically.
yes, and it will show.
It will show
It will
physically.
show. Yes.
And these kids have no filter. Just saying.
No.
So
Yeah, my 4-year old, she definitely lets me know. Yeah, she lets me know anytime I eat something. I'm like, dang, can I not eat? Like, oh, I gotta be big back
right,
every time I eat.
right, right.
Yeah,
Well, you do gotta eat to survive.
you
So
have
let me cut that
to.
out now.
Yes.
That's funny. Let's see what they saying in the comments before we go to our next topic. Let's see. Not being consistent brings procrastination, and
Yeah.
that's a beast on its own. Yes, you mentioned
Man.
procrastination earlier.
Yes.
Yes, definitely on procrastination. I think that I've been doing a little better on procrastination. One thing that helps me, and somebody else, this might help y'all with procrastination, because I have so much going on in my head. Um, like as we're talking on this episode, like I got a million thoughts that it's like when the episode is done, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to text this person, I need to do this, like that. So, but one thing that helps me with my procrastination is as soon as you are in that moment of thinking of whatever it is, if
Yeah.
you can, just do it then and there because I'm gonna
Yeah.
forget later. So, for example, if I'm like, okay, I need to text such and such about what this event coming up, I try to in that moment go ahead shoot that text because, like I said, later on, I'm not gonna think about that text, and it'll
Right.
be like, oh man, I was supposed to text them. Then it would be like late at night, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to wait and text them. Which I got a
Yeah.
solution for that: scheduled texting.
Oh,
Schedule
that's good.
texting. So whenever I'm thinking about it late at night, if it's a person I need to text, I'll schedule that text so that the next day it go on and send on out. And I remember, and then I'll be looking at it when they respond and be like, "Oh yeah, I sent that.
What?
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
what they
good.
responded to,
Right.
So it's ways, to cut that procrastination on down. So try to at least, find some ways that can help you out with your procrastination if you really want to work on it.
Right. And I want to hit on that too because I was on Facebook and I wasn't supposed to be. But I saw this it was a post and that's why I was looking at mastering time management. And it's a list of 20 things to do to help with managing time. And one of the things that stuck out to me the most was doing what you don't want to do first. And I'm just
Mm,
like, oh my gosh. Because for me, when I sit down to do something, I always put what I don't want to do very last.
at
And
the
sometimes
last.
I don't get to it because I'm like, oh,
Yep.
I'm out of time. So I'll just do this tomorrow, but doing
Yep.
it first because I don't want to do it, that's something that I can just get out of the way because typically those things that are at the top of my list, I can get it done easy. You know what I'm saying? It might be send an email here, make sure this is done, schedule an appointment or whatever it might be. That's quick. But when
Yeah.
it comes to right now I'm writing a memo for one of my classes. I don't want to do it. I don't want to sit down and read the cases. That's something I don't want to do. So what I did
Right.
today was I put it at the top of my list. So and my hope is that that's going to help with me procrastinating with the assignment because I have a couple weeks to do it, but a lot of times we'll put it off and say, oh, I can just do it tomorrow. I can do it. And then those tomorrows
Right.
turn in to you have 2 days to get this done. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, so procrastination is real. And as much as we don't want to do it, it happens, so it's like, okay, since I know it's going to happen, how can I attack it, and be better because this particular goal I want to accomplish and not just accomplish it, but I want to do well.
Yes. Yes. Because if we can't do it at 110, we don't need to do it at
Don't do
all.
it at all. Yeah.
I wonder who said that.
Listen, that's real.
That's what you said,
Yeah,
girl.
I know. That's what
Look,
I live
I've
by.
been rolling with that.
I
Look,
live
look.
by that.
Whether your face is on the episode or not, your words been in these episodes. Cause I'm like, man,
Listen,
once you said that, I was like, oh, if
that
I
is, let me
can't
tell
do it at
you,
110, I don't need.
don't do it at all.
Don't do it
And that
all.
is real. That if my children came in here right now, they would tell, like, in anything they do, I'm like, put 110%. Don't halfway. Don't ever halfway do anything. And that's probably one of my
Yes,
biggest pet peeves is like halfway doing something. Like, no, don't give me that. Like, either you gonna do it all the way or don't do it at all. And that's
don't do
something
it
that
at
I have to
all.
remind myself doing things like if you're not going to put that 110 into it, leave alone because it's not
Leave
going
it
to be your
alone.
best work. So
Exactly, exactly.
that's so real.
And with every aspect, well, I can say for me personally, I reach for excellence.
Yeah.
You know, because like I said, my goal might not be your goal. You know,
Right, right.
my goal, somebody might not be trying to reach excellence; they just trying to get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, yeah, yeah, that quote right there. Maybe 10 years from now, I remember Candice. Yes,
Girl, when I
because
say
when you
that
said
is it.
that, I
Yeah,
was like, okay, I hear
yeah,
you. Yeah, let's
it's
go back into
real.
these comments and see. Um, my stepmama, she said, press toward the mark of the prize of the high
Yeah,
calling of God, which is in Christ Jesus. Keep
that's the
moving
word.
forward.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. And say I'm definitely getting back working out more. Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes. Well, maybe she'll pull me in the gym. I don't know. Taking
yeah,
time with God more and more. That right there. That
yeah,
I'm telling y'all, this is my thing right here. And you know what? When you set out, and you can tell me if this is anybody else, y'all can tell me in the comments if y'all have experienced this. It seems like when you set your mind to do certain things, like my my goal is to pray more, be in my word more, just be in a different attitude, to be like I'll have my music on at work, so that I'm just, not just going through the day. Because a lot of times we
right.
just go through the day. And it's like you ain't prayed, you ain't did nothing, you just going through the day. So, anyways, whenever you make up your mind to do certain things, it just seems like every disturbance, every interruption, every
Yeah,
interruption, it's like people will find you. You be over
yeah.
to yourself. People will find you. Just start up like random conversation. It's like, so you
Wow.
came over from the other side of the store to come over here to have a conversation that has no point to it. It means nothing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to move around. Whenever you make your mind up, just know that the adversary, the enemy, the devil, all of that, whatever you want to name it,
yeah.
is going to try and distract you. But I want to
Always.
encourage you to not get distracted and do what you got to do.
Yeah. Put that work in.
Mm-hmm.
And you said something earlier. You said to be intentional. And that's one
Yes.
of the things that we have to do because, well, even like I say with my working out, right? So if I wake up the hour later, then what I was supposed to is like, oh, my workout's gone. But if I
Mm-hmm.
really want it bad enough, then I'm gonna make the time because as people, we make time for what we want to, right? Essentially,
Yeah.
that's what it is. And even like when you talk about quiet time and spending that time with God, and God's word tells us that the enemy is always seeking to devour, right? So we know that as soon as we say like, "Oh God, I want to spend time with you. I want more of you," then He's right there. But I
Mm-hmm.
know for me in that particular instance, I always have to stay, like I have to remind myself of if it had not been for the Lord who was on my
Mm-hmm.
side, where would I be? And that's the driving force to staying in a constant place of thanksgiving. And we think about all the stuff that's going on, we think about how the enemy is real deal attacking. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
one of those things where you have to stay prayed up, you have to stay in his presence. And when you have certain things up before the Lord, it's like, God, I need to be in your presence. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't
Mm-hmm.
do this without you. I don't want to do it without you. And that's been one of the things that's been driving me closer to him because I'm like, God, I know this is a you thing. You put me here and I can't get through this without you. But it takes
Yeah.
me like reminding myself every day that I know what it's like to not be in his face. Because like you said, Satan is always there, like seeking, ready to devour. And I was telling my husband the other day, like devour is such a strong word when we think about like Satan is after our soul just as much as Christ is. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mm-hmm.
he don't want us to achieve these goals that we have. And we think it's something as small as working out or whatever it is. But when we have that discipline there, like when you discipline yourself, you can accomplish anything you want. It doesn't matter what the goal
Mm-hmm.
might be. So it's like if he can attack you being disciplined, then he know he got you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if you can't be disciplined
Yeah.
in this little bit, then what makes me think you can be disciplined in something? greater, and I think
Mm,
about how good, God is that he's a good father. So he helps us. And one of the things that I've learned is that when God sees that he can trust you with a little bit, then he blesses you with the goal that you're working towards. But I feel like God, because he loves us so much, he has to ensure that he can trust you with whatever it is. Because you think how, let's say somebody want to work out to have a big booty and a nice body to get the wrong attention. You know what I'm saying? It's
mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
you want it for the wrong reasons, and
Yeah.
sometimes God chips away those things and we're wondering, okay, God, why I can't do this, why I can't do that. But he got to get rid of some stuff before
Mm,
he says that, okay, now I'm gonna relinquish you to do this thing because I know that you're gonna honor me in it no matter what. And it's not for your self-gratification, it's not for you,
mm,
but it's for the kingdom, it's for me,
yeah.
whatever the case might be. But I think that God is very intentional. But when we get disciplined, when we get consistent, that's when we achieve, those goals. And when it's selfless, you know, then it's like, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like God is just like, I got you where I need you. We can do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The girl, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it
Mouthful.
was.
Like a good mouthful, because that that's some confirmation for me. And that's some confirmation for me. I'm just gonna have to get on the things that I need to get on. Like, just like I said, with this goal of just like waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, getting my mindset right, getting my energy back right. Because the thing that I've been struggling with this past year alone, which people probably wouldn't even believe it, because when they see me out, I'm energetic, but at the same time, I've been working on my energy, because my energy be so just low and down,
Yeah.
and I know that, by taking the steps that I'm struggling to take, that it would help my energy,
Right.
with
Oh
getting up at
yeah.
6 o'clock, with trying to come up with a consistent routine of working out. We're praying a little more. We're getting in my word a little more. I mean, I've had people around me, they're like, girl, just get in your word a little more. You get some energy. Pray a little more. You get some energy. Go
You get
work
the
out a
energy.
little more. You get some energy. It's like, and a lot of times it'll be like that for us in life. We're sitting up here looking for answers. The answers is coming to us. We just don't like the
Yeah.
answers that's coming to us. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
like you getting everything that you need. You just not grasping it and grabbing
Right.
it the way that you're supposed to, because it's not what you want it to be.
Right.
So
Yeah.
ouch. Anybody else? Ouch. That's some confirmation for me. If y'all want to take it in the comments, look, I took it.
Yeah.
You just need to get down, get to it, and
And
just
just
do
do it.
it.
Yeah.
Just do it. And don't be waiting for that perfect time to do it. Oh, well, I'm gonna
Girl.
wait. It's November now. Let me wait all
Wait.
November, and then I will start in December. Oh, no, I'll wait until the new year and do my New
Yeah.
Year's resolution.
Oh
You know you're
yes.
not about to do this nothing in 2 months if you ain't about to start tomorrow.
Absolutely. And that was one of the things I was thinking about that too, because I have a couple friends who, when they have a goal, they say I don't like starting goals in the middle of the week. So I'm gonna start on Monday. And that
Right.
Monday gonna turn into the next Monday. You know what I'm saying? And
Girl.
so
Cause
it's
that's
like,
show what I do. I be I didn't wake up at 6 o'clock yesterday. I woke up but I snoozed. So I was like, well, I'll try again next week.
yeah, a whole next week. And that's the thing, is like, okay, well, what about the next day? And it's like you get
Right.
better each day. But I mean, I think that's something that people do. It's like, oh, I've not eaten right for 4 days. I might as well just start Monday. And then it's like, well,
Right.
we halfway in a month. I might as well just
Hmm.
start the next month. And like you said, that time just keeps going by. It keeps going by. And then before you know
Yes.
it, it's a new year, like you said, New Year's resolution, new year, new me. I'm going
And
in it. And
procrastination has set in because you procrastinated.
it has.
You
And then
know.
I think just collectively, we all, it's like, even at the top of the year, top of a week, top of a month, we'll start out strong. And I'm so guilty of this. But I think that motivating factor is like, okay, I got to keep going. I got to keep
Hmm.
going to truly achieve what I want. I have to keep going. Even if, if I'm saying I'm working out, but I miss a day. Okay, that's one day. Cause I know I've
Mhm.
been, consistently working out and I'll miss a day. And I'm like, dang, I done missed this day. And that's it. Like my little
Mhm.
6 day streak of working out goes down the drain, simply because I'm like, dang, I done missed a whole day. But it's like, that's one day. And I think what
Mhm.
truly makes us champions is getting back up, because of
Yes.
course we're gonna fall, we're not gonna get it right. But if we stay down and allow that thing, whatever it might be, to stop us, then how can we achieve the goal? How can we truly win if we allow that obstacle? Because we know it's gonna be obstacles in anything, like with working out, waking up, like whatever our goal might be, reading God's word, getting in front of him, like it's gonna be stuff, you know, each and every day. And God's word tells us that there's going to be trials, there's going to be tribulation. So it's like, we know this. Like, we're
Yeah.
fully equipped. We fully know that anytime we are trying to achieve something, like, of course, we can't do it in our own strength, right? So we need God. But it's like, it's going to be stuff. It's going to be stuff to come out the blue. And I think about fasting. You say you're going to fast. It's like you can say I'm going to fast from 8 to 8, and you ain't never hungry at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? And for
Right.
on the day you choose to fast, like they having a buffet at work, or you know what I'm
Free
saying? It'll
food.
be
Free
free
food.
food. It'll be something, but it's like we know this, right? We know it's gonna be something. So it's like in preparation of making those goals, let's just prepare ourselves that it's gonna be stuff, it's gonna be obstacles to get in the way. But truly what makes us champions is like we just gotta get through the stuff. Cause life gonna
Yes.
life. Stuff
And
gonna
keep
happen.
going.
And
Just
keep
keep
going.
going.
Yeah.
Don't let things distract you. Don't let, yeah, like you said, you might have skipped the whole day, but
Yeah.
go on to the next day. There's more days to come.
We got
Get
tomorrow.
back to it. First you don't succeed, this stuff off, try
And
again.
try
You
again. Come
know,
on. Yes.
just do it. Stop making excuses.
Yeah.
Stop making excuses, because ultimately that is what it is. You're
Yeah.
making excuses. Oh well, this didn't work out. Okay, well I'm done with that.
Right.
I'll try again next week. Next week come, I'll try again next week.
Right.
So don't wait for the perfect time. Don't
Yeah.
wait for the perfect opportunity. Just
Yeah.
do whatever it is that you set out to do. If it's something
Yeah.
that you really want to do,
Yeah.
you
Because that
know.
perfect time might not ever come. We might be
Exactly.
looking for that wonderful day where we're energized in the morning or afternoon to go. I'm gonna stick with working out because that's me. This is for me. And that perfect time's never gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna have stuff to
Right.
do with my family. So it's just like, again, we make time for what we want. And if we're serious
Hmm.
and real enough about it, then we'll get it done.
Yes, yes. They in here.
Yes.
Latoya, your
That's
bro.
my
Keep
only lady. That's
pushing.
yeah, she's in Jonesboro. Yes.
Okay. That's
Yes.
what's up. Support, support. Crystal, don't wait. Start now. Yes, don't
Yeah.
wait. Start now. It's never the perfect time.
Right.
Never the perfect time. Let's see. When you trying to rest and people find something for you to do because you free, but you want to rest by volunteering,
Be
girl.
volunteer you.
The
Yeah.
thing that I've been learning is the ministry and no.
Yeah. And that's real.
Ministry and no.
Yeah.
I know my schedule. Don't volunteer me for
Right.
something.
Yeah.
Don't volunteer me for something.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that takes
And then when
maturity
you,
too to say no. Like, you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It
Oh,
really does.
I have learned that in the past couple of months for sure.
Yeah.
And it took my pastors saying it to me, you need a rest.
Yeah.
You need to
Rest is
say
real.
no.
Yeah.
Girl, I was like, oh, I need to say no. I need a rest. Girl, I took off the next day.
Absolutely.
I called in to work.
Yeah.
I don't
If you got the
suggest that for
time.
everybody,
Well,
but
if
no,
you got the time,
I didn't have the
listen.
time, but I
Yeah.
needed to take the time. Or look, shoot, and then they'd be
Yeah.
frustrated. I'd be frustrated, and Somebody might get snapped on.
Yeah. You gotta do
So
what's best for you.
it was
Yeah.
well needed. It was well needed. It really was. So y'all, we are at 10 o'clock. It's
The
past
hour
10 o'clock.
always goes so
We
fast.
man, y'all want Candice to come back on the show? We're gonna get her back on the show
Yes. It's
in the
always a
next
pleasure.
season. But
Yes.
yeah, we be getting some good conversation in because we only did
Oh.
two topics. We
Yeah.
only did two topics. So those were two really good topics right there, just
Yeah.
alone to help anybody that may be struggling with something in their personal journey in life. Like I said, I'm sure taking something from it.
Yeah.
Put
Me
some
too.
fire into my feet, you know. Even with the many things that I do, I'm like, no, I gotta get on it. I gotta get
Right.
this energy worked on. I gotta do it. I got too much I gotta do. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah, I got too
Oh,
much
I
I gotta
listen,
do.
I get it, girl.
Man. So y'all, thank y'all for being in them comments tonight. She's speaking that truth tonight. Is she's speaking that truth tonight? Yes, I'm telling you. Candice, she a true one. Yeah. So, who would have known years later in life we would link up and be
I know.
like, on a podcast, just
Yeah.
girl, I'm loving the
Yeah.
connection. I really am, and I'm my wheels are spinning right now. I got some things. I'm gonna be reaching out to you for some
Yeah.
things, okay? So
Well, you
just
already know
know,
I'm here. It's like a
yes,
hometown
ma'am.
connection.
Yeah, and you
Shout out to
ain't far.
Caitlin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ain't far at all. So boom,
I feel
boom.
like it.
Up, Paige is in here. She said, "Hi, ladies. What's up,
Hey,
Paige?
Paige.
Hey. Speaking of hometown,
Yes.
that's what's up. Yep. Okay. Yep. My stepmama said yes. Bring her back. Great
Yes.
show. All right. So y'all, we are going to wrap things up tonight. I'm so excited. I'm gonna try to go to sleep tonight after the show. We're gonna see how that work out.
Well, I know I'm not. I'm up.
You up. You
I'm
up.
up.
Because she did what I should have did and got some coffee. No, I'd probably be up for real, for real. But y'all, if y'all love what y'all are seeing on this show, remember that you can financially give to the podcast. Um, I, you know, financially give to the podcast. Tips Tuesdays right there on your screen. If you would like to give a different way, just inbox me and let me know, and we will make it happen. Tune in every Tuesday. This season ends the end of December, so all the way into the end of December. It's season 6. Tune in every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central Time, YouTube and Facebook Live. Okay, y'all share this information with somebody else. We don't hoard this inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. So share, all of that good stuff. Tune in same time next week. And let me make sure. Oh yeah, see, I got my reminder in there. Remember we got notebooks, tips Tuesdays, merch, $15. Write down some of those goals and everything. Get your notebooks on. And then we also have our calendar for 2025. So if you want to get up on it, it's November right now. If you want to get your calendar before 2025, please do so. They are only $15. And y'all, let me show y'all. This is not just any calendar that just has the month and the date and all of that. With each month, let me see, we in June on this one. With each month, you have a little quote at the bottom. At the bottom, just the quote. So each month has its own little quote and everything like that. And you can write in your calendar. We have where you can place your little notes that you need in your calendar. Very handy for you to, take with you and everything. So get with me if you would like to get some Tips Tuesdays merchandise and support the podcast. I also have some bookmarks. Also, I don't have those on me tonight, but we have bookmarks for you readers out there. You need some bookmarks. So get with me and support the podcast. Would you like to say anything else to the audience tonight?
It's been a pleasure, as always. Keep doing this. I think people need to be encouraged, just the times that we're in. So I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, ma'am, and she will be back for sure.
Yes.
All right, y'all. So y'all have an awesome night. Y'all stay encouraged, stay motivated and inspired. And we live for Tuesdays. I'll see y'all next week. All right.
A little motivation for you.